Howdy, folks. It's Brian, and we're doing by request a little bit of a video for our friend, the captain over at Space Cadet Models. He was asking about Uschi powder, and I'd be very happy to show what I figured out about this type of stuff here. And I've said before that you can probably get this on the Amazon and definitely on eBay because that's where I got my stuff at. I'm not 100% sure about the Uschi thing here. I'm not sure where it's made or where it comes from. This does look like it's a homemade printed label with Japanese characters. And on the backside here it says polishing powder to be applied with a cotton cloth or bud. Prime the surface using a gloss or flat black base coat. Okay, so that's very important. Now, we've all seen Charlie Mack talk about this stuff before, and that's where I learned about it actually myself. And had to go get me some and try it out. And I've done some experimentations with it. On the actual label, it also says that you can experiment with different base coat colors to achieve different tonal variations for the actual powder itself. Now, what it really looks like is actually just ground up graphite like that there. And we can see we sprinkle a little bit in the lid and then pick it up from there. And you see how it's catching the light there. That's just from rubbing around there, trying to pick up as much as we can. We've applied it on a couple different types of surfaces over the time we've been using this. I think I've had this for a few years now, and you can see it's still full. One of the first projects I used it on was this guy here. I think this is the, they're using that damn saw again. This is the, what's this, is the bandit, the blue bandit or something like that. And the blue burrito or whatever it was called. Anyway, with this one here, we had painted the fenders semi-gloss black, and we went over the fenders with the Uschi powder, and then we went back over the Uschi powder with to TS13 flat. TS13 flat, I can't remember. It's the Tamiya flat coat stuff, and I really like how it looked. It looked like a slightly oxidized metal, but not rusty. It just looked tarnished. I really like that look there, and we buffed it a little bit on this fender here to make it come out a little bit more, so it was a little bit glossier. But up on the cowl area, we did just a couple of light touches of it after using some pastels for more oxidation, and it gave us a really nice look. So in some of the areas here, we actually sanded down to the bare plastic, so we just built it back up again with a little bit of the rust powder, and then we just put the Uschi over the top of that, and it looks really, really good. I mean, it gives us a great effect. Here we have it down here on the bottom sill where it looks like a worn area, and I just really like how that looks. So I've never painted over Uschi powder, but I have cleared over it before with a flat clear, and I do really like that look of it. With Optimus Prime's battle axe, I don't have that with me right now because that is in another room. But this is a Gundam battle axe from, I think it came with this little dude right here, as a matter of fact. And I've been wanting to kind of mess around with this. I did paint this little coupling thing right here, a metallic color. I half-hearted painted it, and then I did a wash on it to bring out some detail, but I never did anything else to it. So we're going to try adding this on to just the bare plastic and see how that looks. We see that the plastic has a teeny bit of a sheen to it, a little bit of like some mold stuff going on here, you know, from when it was manufactured. But we're not gonna beat this up like we did with Prime's axe at all. We're just gonna see if we can hit this blade surface on both the front and rear and make that look a little more metallic-y. So the tools I like to use while doing this type of thing, these are some sort of makeup brush thing that Mrs. BG picked out for us. She got them on Amazon because that river has everything. So it's got like a foam tip to it. I guess it's like some sort of eyeshadow applicator. I don't know because my goth days are long behind me now, and I don't not in that world anymore. And yes, I did have a goth name, but I can't reveal it on camera. But another brush that Mrs. BG had gotten for us was this guy here. Now this looks like it's a bit of foam or something, but it's sort of like a felt. that we can crush and mash down. It comes with a nice little point to it, but as soon as you use it, the point goes away. So I think this is more like an eyeliner type of deal. I've tried using this for liquid applications, like when we're painting stuff. It absorbs too much of that. It sucks up the paint, and you can't actually put it on anything. So if you want to dry brush a little bit, this might work, but it works really, really well for the Uschi because it's a powder. And then, of course, the cotton bud, the ubiquitous Q-tip. If you want your Uschi powder to go everywhere, this is the guy for you. So these guys, this holds the powder much better. Much better? Yeah, I guess I said that right. This holds the powder a lot better and kind of captures it until you get it to the surface that you want it to be on. And then I think that works out absolutely awesome. So let's set up here, and we're going to open this guy up. Then we're going to dump out just a touch. That much is too much, I can tell you right now. So our little axe, I'm not even going to bother to mask off the edge there because we want it to look like the wear on that's kind of coming up off of the blade surface. So we're going to start off with our eyeliner brush, and that's going to be our specific, I want it right in this exact spot type of brush. So load it up a little bit like that there, put it on a gray background so I can't see it. Good job, Brian. Some compelling video right there. And now we'll just rub it on like that. Get all over our fingers. Like this. Good. So see how this is deforming and everything? Yeah, so I mean, we can still keep using that a little bit more, but for right now it's pretty much done. It got the Uschi powder on specifically these areas. Shine these specific areas right here. There we go. That's it. I'm going to go over it with the cotton bud a little bit and just kind of burnish it a little. There we go. That's it. That's all we got to do. Now, if you want to get the Uschi powder off of stuff, you can probably give it a slather of alcohol. That'll take it off. It'll probably also take off all your base coat and everything else you put on there. But yeah, once the Uschi powder is pretty much on there, it's kind of on there. You really have to want to take it off. So that's why you want to be very careful. Maybe mask the area that you don't want to get powdered. Use something like this eyeliner brush here so you can put it specifically in that area. When I'm doing like the fuel tanks on cars, I'll use this guy here because I can get around it very easily and trace around the outline of the tank, and then also fill in the field of the tank very well, and then go back over it with the cotton bud and just kind of burnish it and give it that nice little luster like we did on this guy here. But yeah, that's basically it. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in again. Captain, I hope this answers your question for you. And we'll look forward to talking to you later on, my friend. All right, guys, take it easy. We'll talk to you later.